Okay, so excuse the the recording of a quite a mucky screen. We're in my workshop at the moment. So here we have the servo arm that we're going to be making, and I'm just going to show you how to do a pause at height really quick. So I've imported it, and you want to make sure the round hole is on the top. I'll make sure that it's this orientation in the files, but make sure that the round hole is on the top at this end. Now, I'm using bamboo slicer. It works very similar in other slicers, Prusa slicer, super slicer, all that sort of stuff. I'm going to head up to slice plate, and it will bring up a little slider down the side. Now what we're looking for is to take this down until it shows us where the layer that covers the void is. So here we can see, let's zoom in a little bit on this. So you can see here there's the void, and we're gonna, so I'm just using this slider here, gonna drag it upwards until I find the layer that covers the void. So that's it, that's the layer that covers the void. And then over here I'm going to right click and I'm going to go with add pause. So now when I print this, I've got a slice again up at the top, but now when I print this, it's going to pause just before it covers the hole here, and I'm going to send that to print. So you can see here my 3D printer stopped at the height I told it to stop at. Got our infill here and our little indent there. I'm going to get my servo horn, and we're going to place it so that the flat bit is on top in there. And you just want to make sure that it goes all the way down, it's nice and flat. Now keep an eye on your printer after this, it'll only take a couple of minutes to finish off. But you want to make sure that your nozzle doesn't actually drag this out of the hole it's in. So I'm going to resume my printing, and we'll see once my nozzle's heated up again. It's at 181 degrees at the moment. Once it's heated up again, once it's done its little purge, we'll see it cover over that bit and just embed this little bit of plastic, the servo horn, into our modified servo horn. I say if you've got any questions about this process, let me know. More than happy to have a chat with you. So you can see here, it's now covering over the servo horn. And this is the crucial bit, just make sure it does all of this without pulling the servo horn out of place. As you can see, it gets a little bit messy in there, but that's okay. This bit doesn't have to be the neatest part in history. I'm printing at 0.28 millimeter layer heights for this because it's just a functional part. It just, as long as it's strong enough to do what it needs to do, it doesn't matter. And we'll see it go for its last trip over the top in a minute. This is it now. And there we go. Nicely embedded in the in our PLA servo horn.